Wagwan Wizard.
Mm.
They
Definitely.
they trolling me about my Spanish sounding French. I took both. I just be mixing shit.
You said what?
They trolling me about my 6 being French and not Spanish, but it's cool. You're close enough.
That's what's up.
What languages you speak, Wiz? Besides nigger?
I took French in high school.
Wow.
I took it.
It failed it.
No, I passed it.
I passed the French region.
6 in Catholic school, 60s passing. So
what the hell? What the hell? Wait, that one it works when you do that. It works. Shout out to that.
Yeah, 60s passing in Catholic school.
So you mean to tell me I might have had a better life if I went to Catholic school? So you paid for passing to be 5 points less?
Yeah,
what
basically.
The hell?
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know
I
one
never
word.
knew that.
Yeah. I only know bonjour, that's it.
Bonjour. Not bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour. That's not how you say it? How you say it?
I'm clipping that.
That's not how you say
Bonjour.
it? Oh, je m'appelle. That means my name is Je m'appelle Wiz.
Je m'appelle Wiz.
My name is Wiz.
Oui.
That's the only thing I know.
Yo, my son said bonjour. Say that for me one more time into the camera.
Bonjour. What are y'all laughing at? Y'all act like I'm saying Bon Jovi or some shit.
Nah. All right, me and B on the same time, because that shit is mad funny. Like, I want you to say that to a French person. I will run into oncoming traffic.
It's
like, when you ever heard somebody say bumbleclot, that's what it sounds like. All right. That's what we just got when you said bonjour. Like, you pronounced every consonant in that word.
I niggified the French, the French language. That's crazy.
Oh my God, my chest. Yo, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm not a
linguistic?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Sam would speak multiple languages. He's usually good with like accents and stuff like that.
You took French in school?
I've passed the regions.
Did you go to a French restaurant?
Yeah. And
did you eat escargot?
Well, I eat snails for.
I ate that. Pause.
Clipping that. Send that to your bitches. I ate that. Oh, you making gold today. Damn, you cooking. You cooking. I appreciate you. What was your favorite subject in school? You like a reading type of guy? Or you like math?
No, I hated math.
You like history?
I took extra classes in high school to avoid taking math.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That's why you don't count the money you give the bitches.
I count that shit. But my favorites, I didn't have one. History.
I knew it. You like some historic ass nigga. I love math. Math was like a breeze.
All the other subjects, it didn't do nothing for me in like modern life.
Now. I mean,
yeah.
It's funny. Like, I never studied until I got to like my second year in college. I never studied. Like, I just retained the information.
What was your favorite subject in college?
I always liked math. In college, my favorite subject was probably, which I still don't know much about it, but business tax. Which is funny because I kind of
mine was I majored in my major was social work.
Well, you were a college dropout, so which was your?
I majored in social work. My favorite class was psychology.
Be mindfucking y'all bitches.
Yeah,
be mindful.
I didn't finish, unfortunately.
How
I saw what the entry level pay was for a social worker in 2006, and I said, nah.
And he went to be a male escort,
which turns out I made the wrong decision.
You did?
Hell yeah.
That shit was better?
Not really. I could have pivoted to something else, but so go.
What? Like, I want to know. No. Well, this wasn't planned, but what was the moment where you decided, like, you know what? Fuck this school shit. Like, what was the very moment, and how did you go about doing it? Like, your parents, your family, how did that happen? Like,
I was working in the summer and going to school, and the school was right next to my job. So right after I would get off work, I would go to school, and this is like middle of July.
Yeah, hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck. I'm sweating.
Pre-BBLs. There wasn't BBLs yet.
I'm sweating and shit, and I'm like, yo, I can't do this. This don't even feel right. Like, I'm cruff. Like, this is disgusting. And then I'm, also looking at my checks and shit like that. I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
Compared to what social workers was making at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, my cousin, she's a social worker. She was telling me like what the workload is for entry level social workers and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and compared to what the pay was, and I was just like, nah, fuck that. I can't do that. Yeah, just
what did you
just
tell
never
your
went
parents?
back.
What, you just didn't go back to school? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I ain't telling
You
them
did
shit.
one semester and just said fuck it. Or
Nah,
you
I
did a whole year.
I did 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
could have got an associate's or something somewhere.
Yeah, yo, bro, I was short 2 credits.
That's what I'm not understanding. Like, you did all that.
Associates was 60 credits. I had 58.
Nigga, you should have did that one more.
Exactly. I didn't know at the time. Obviously, I found out after.
Your parents
after the
wasn't
fact.
tight. Like, they wasn't like yes man.
No, because they see my checks too.
They're like, oh,
all right. I get it.
All right, we understand.
Yeah.
I understand it now.
They made me pay off my student loan, and that was
then you
that was the one
straight.
thing that they made me do. They made me pay off the student loan, and they was like, "Fuck it." They said you could always go back to school whenever you want. So just like,
Well, I thought for some reason there was like an internal battle you had to go through, and shit was just tough because.
nah, my parents ain't finished school, so it was just like,
well, I don't count in regular Jamaican households.
thank God I'm not Jamaican.
So the Trinity life is better. Okay,
Nah, not necessarily, but
nah, but like my mom ain't do no liquor college, and it's like you better finish this shit. I'm paying for it.
Yeah,
it's like
it wasn't for me.
I understood.
I was going class on Sundays too, all those types of crazy shit. Like,
nah, I remember when I first found Wiz on social media, he was like, he had his he was like in the photo department for the school.
Yeah, I had a
taking
student
fuckery photo shoots.
Yeah, student worker job.
I was
and all
like,
that.
who this nigga is Chucks? Who is this nigga, yo?
Yeah, I worked in the mailroom, and then
that's what we call foreshadowing.
Yeah, my whole life revolves around mail. Pause.
Hey, yo.
But
so wait, all right. So how did you? This is interesting. How did you go from not being in school to the job? Like, did it happen like same time, or there was like a down period?
What you mean?
Like immediately when you decided I ain't going back to this shit, did you start working at the post office? Like,
no, I was already working. I was already working at the post office when I was in school.
But how? I thought you couldn't.
I started school in 2004.
Yeah.
I got the job 2006. So I was in school. I got the job around my second year.
Yeah.
I did my first semester. My grades went down tremendously
because you had so much work to do.
Yeah. I think I was like maybe like I forgot what the grade point was, but it was like basically like a C student, whatever a C student was.
2.5.
And then my second semester, I just said, "Yo, fuck this shit." Like, I just dropped out.
And then the money was there.
I don't even know if you consider drop. I just didn't go back. Like, is
that's called dropping out, bro.
Okay. I feel like
just like you ghosting a bitch.
I didn't give him like a 2-week notice or nothing.
It's not how school works, bro.
I don't know.
You don't go back. You went AWOL. You just said fuck this shit.
I went back recently and I got my transcript. That's how I knew I had 58 credits.
Why did you go back?
They changed the name, so I wanted to know what the fuck was going on.
Nigga just bored. Random side missions.
It's not even Mercy College no more. It's Mercy University.
Oh, they upgrade. See, you would have got a university. Damn, that's fair. Imagine if you went to school before with university. They got to upgrade it.
What's the person that like they like guide you through college?
Guidance counselor?
Yeah, guidance counselor. She's still there. Yeah.
Oh, she knew she fucked up with you?
I don't know.
Yo, my guidance counselor was shit. I hated that. Like, how was it your job just to tell kids what classes to not take and take? I don't know. Like, you don't know me that well. Did they advise you not to drop out, or you didn't even speak to her?
I didn't even speak to her. We follow each other on social media. But
she knows. She like, yeah, that nigga is far.
I wish ChatGPT was out back then. I'd still be in school. I'd have a doctorate right now.
It's funny. I was just talking to it's funny you mentioned that because I was just speaking to one of my friend's kids, and he was like, I seen him take out ChatGPT. He asked for help with his homework. Then he just took out ChatGPT and just started working. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he can legit scan it and just get all the answers. I'm like, yo, we used to get in trouble for having phones in class. He's like, we can't have phones in class.
That shit's not accurate. I found that out the other day playing Wordle. That shit don't work all the time.
So you have to pay for the subscription, $200 a month to get the elite answers?
Not doing that.
So what exactly is the difference between free Chat GPT and the paid one?
I have the free one, so I don't know. Honestly, you
Maybe a
don't know.
better therapist because your chat GPT is a therapist too.
I'm telling you, try it, bro. I'm telling you, that shit
Talk
works.
to no man.
No, you can switch the
artificial
voice.
man.
You can switch the. You could be a woman. It could be a woman.
Sound like a transformer. Could be a man. Could be a woman. Could be anything. Could it be an animal?
No, like animals can't talk.
Or just you talking and it roars back. Your dog barking.
No.
But yeah, let's get back to let's get back on off get off the rails and back on track.
Mm.
But it's like every week we get a victory. Last week it was Diddy. This week is my boy Eric Adams. Case dismissed. Thanks, bro.
That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Mm.
Mayor to mayor. You don't like Eric? My son eat money? Eat dollars?
Yeah.
My son
he's the most entertaining
easy?
most entertaining mayor in a long time.
Why you think niggas don't like that nigga? Because he's a nigga.
That's a
Yeah, I used to hop
possibility.
the train to go see a shorty. Like, well, what do y'all want? Y'all want a blade as a fucking mayor? Like, what do you want?
They want fake bullshit. Like, he's being real. That
You want Giuliani, bro? Like, what do you want?
they want who's the dickhead that was before?
Bloomberg,
The Blasio.
Oh, I don't even remember that nigga. Yeah. What did he do?
He had a
COVID?
He had a black wife.
Oh,
What did he do to get kicked out? You mean?
yeah.
I don't know, probably some sexual allegations or some shit.
What was Eric Adams' case on anyway?
He was taking money from like Turkey.
At least it wasn't from New York.
Well, you're not supposed to be taking money from foreign governments so they could get favors and shit like that. He was giving them like, privileges and shit like that.
So they Turkish. They cool. Like,
okay. I mean, I don't know personally.
well, case dismissed. Shout out. It's probably Big Trump has something to do with it.
Of course, Big T.
Big T.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, did he come home? Eric Adams come home? We lit, yo. Outside. New York City summer.
That's a
That
scary...
sounds like a nice New York City summer.
No, not for me.
What?
Mm-mm.
BBLs and Don Julio.
Yeah, if Diddy's involved, it's the other kind of BBLs. Nigga.
All right, wait, hold on. What other kind of BBLs are there?
It's not
Men
on the-
have BBLs? Youths have BBLs? So she said.
I'm not commenting on that.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Material girl. Nah.
Everybody don't have the same luck though. Eric Adams got off, but a couple other niggas L'd.
Well,
I want to get to this one first.
you're way too beautiful, girl.
That's why I took your purse. Yo, what the fuck is up with Sean Kingston, yo?
I don't know, man. It's his mom's, bro.
His mom's a Jamaican scammer. Soon as that, I grab purse, I clutch things.
Mhm.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Before I even knew who Sean Kingston was, I knew beautiful
What exactly
girls.
they got locked up for?
Scamming.
Scamming, okay.
So basically, it was like they were like collecting people's information to cash something out, but not paying them out. So they're just taking niggas shit.
Like PPP loans and shit like
Basically.
that. Okay.
So,
We know niggas that did that shit. They
but they
get
said,
caught.
what they saying, it's been going on from when he was hot. So his mom was just like eating off the name and wilding out. And he's like, yo, I was a kid. He's like, nigga, you was a millionaire. Like, what the fuck you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. I know rappers don't spend their money right. And Sean Kingston.
So why they kept her and then let him go home?
They let him go home?
Yeah, like he's on house arrest.
I mean, yeah, he's still Ellen. I mean,
But why they let her?
It's really because I believe she's the mastermind. Like,
Mm.
if you know a Jamaican woman.
He should have ate that bit for her.
He ain't rich no more. He better chill.
What you mean?
He got more.
You do a crime with your moms. You gonna let your moms do time?
All right, let me tell you something. I'm not doing no crime.
Hypothetically. We're talking hypothetically. This is the woman that gave birth to you.
All right, so let me ask you. It depends on how tough your mom is.
Okay.
If your mom is tough, her jailing is going to be easier for her than yours. Because men jail is men jail.
How much time they looking at? That also plays a part.
Damn, that's a good point.
It don't even matter, honestly. I
So
gotta.
all right, Mr. Favor. If it's you and your mom, you biting the bullet no matter what.
Me and my mother gotta have a conversation first.
Exactly.
We gotta have a conversation.
If she did that shit, what you doing?
We gotta have a conversation first.
All right,
That's
under
it.
10 years, 5 years,
If it's how many?
5 years,
I'll do it for my mother, yeah.
10 years.
Because she don't have, my mother don't, I'm not trying to be like morbid. She ain't got that much left.
10
Like
years.
she's elderly.
10
like
years you're doing it. So anything over 2 years, you're taking it. If
I
it's
would
a bullet, you'd
it's
be like,
my
yo, mom,
mother.
go sit down.
Yes, it's my mother. Yes,
You a good youth.
you got to.
If it's my mom's fault,
We gotta have a conversation.
My mom was in the military. I'm like, yo, sis, I know you got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lying. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be dumb tight.
You got to. Hell yeah, I'll be dumb tight.
Dumb tight. Like, yo, why did I even? You're supposed to be my mother. Be more responsible.
You better put everything in my name. I better be in the will. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the beneficiary, whatever. You got to transfer over. Like, I better be good as soon as I get out this bitch. Like, fuck that.
Well, I mean,
you want to do a bit for your moms?
I would, but like, if it's her fault, that's tough, bro.
Like, yo, ma, you gonna have to hold it down.
Like, ma, if you know I ain't do that.
You
shit.
did this, ma.
This is all your fault.
That's
I
crazy.
told you I was making songs. You wanted to scam.
I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If my mom had to get deported to Jamaica jail, then yeah, that's a little. I might have to. Yeah, it's a little tough. Like, damn, I don't know. I gotta think about it. But hey, at least you didn't get caught for attempted murder.
The only way it would make sense is if, like, he's the breadwinner. Then I get it. But he's not the breadwinner no more.
He probably still is legally
doing what?
Appearances, probably singing in Australia with Drake or something. I don't know.
The only way that makes sense is if you the breadwinner and you like, yo, mom, you gotta hold it down. Your commissary be lit.
I know niggas that worked with Sean not too long ago, and maybe he still write songs or something. Royalties, I don't know. I haven't heard.
They probably like sampling his music or something.
Yeah, he had one of them songs that owned a summer and a half. So I don't think you just go completely. Well, you could go completely broke, but I think at the time he was hot, was a different kind of hot. So we never know. But
that nigga look like a terrorist to me.
Why?
He's a terror. Did he kill somebody recently?
Who?
Sean Kingston.
No, you probably talking about Sheff G.
He was like on a not that's another fat nigga. But no, it was like he was like on a jet ski or some shit
he
like that.
Almost died.
Oh, he almost died. Oh, okay.
See, free Sean Kingston and his moms.
We gotta look into that.
But Sheff G, he was support. I don't know, Trump. Like, you can't do one and not the other. Like, Sheff G and Sleepy Hollow looked out for you, and now Sheff G is getting attempted murder and conspiracy and all type of.
Nigga, 5 years, that ain't nothing. For attempted murder?
You know what? You got a point.
Nigga, please. That's a slap on the wrist.
You think he did that shit?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why?
You listen to his music?
I love his music.
All right. So you know.
So everything niggas rap is true?
Lil Baby, yeah.
Oh, what happened with Lil Baby? He going too?
Pretty soon. That's what Streets is saying. Streets is saying that.
Yo, what's going on? Why are you doing this?
Hip hop is under attack. Chris Reck tried to tell y'all. We are under attack.
You only gonna be left with Ice Spice after this?
Yeah. Please.
Don't do it.
I'm not saying that.
Don't fucking do it.
You got it.
Drop something new, Ice. Is your time. I heard Cardi's dropping.
What, that was an April Fool's joke or something?
You know what? Damn, it might have been. Fuck.
That was yesterday you heard it?
Yeah, I did.
See, duh.
Damn, April man. I got excited.
You got hit with any April Fool's jokes yesterday?
No, actually, it was really low count. The only thing I seen somebody get hit with an April Fool's joke. They had the congestion prices for Westchester, and somebody was crying like, "Oh, now they wild." And I'm like, "Nigga, it's April 1st." And like, "Oh, I purposely do not talk to anybody on April 1st because I don't want to be fooled."
Yeah.
Did you get catch with anything?
Surprisingly, no. Normally, I'll get a random,
one
of them texts.
My friend sent me the text that made it look like somebody sent you money, and it wasn't really they sent me money. So half a second, I seen the name, I'm like, that nigga ain't sending me no money. This gotta be fake. Like, for half a second, he had me, but.
Yeah, I got a text message that said that I overdrawn my bank account or some shit like that.
Oh no, that's scammers. That ain't April Fools.
Yeah, but I
get
mean,
that every day.
Yeah. But I didn't respond to. I'm just like, I went to go check my account to make sure. I'm like,
I think everybody's so much in pain that they can't really fool this April. It's kind of it's a little bit.
It's tough. A lot of shit going on.
There's a lot of shit going on. Speaking of like the money, this has nothing to really do with April. But how do you feel about people coming together to blackball Target? Because I keep seeing the reports of they lost this much million this day and this much and this much and this much. I don't even know why they blackballing them. Well, they blackballing them for the DEI thing.
Yeah, for the DEI initiative and all that.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I see it. This one girl posted it on her timeline. Very attractive young lady, but I hate when she posts dumb shit like that.
I mean, most of them that are attractive is kind of.
It's like, okay, y'all are not spending your money at Target, but y'all are probably using it at Walmart. Like, there's really no difference. Like, okay, big deal. Y'all stop one corporation to give it to another. It's not like y'all going to mom and pop stores or black owned stores, and y'all not going to Carol's daughter or buying, African
even
black
though Carol's
soap.
daughter got bought out.
Oh, for real?
From what I heard.
Okay. They not buying, African black soap or, niggas on 125th Street selling oils and shit like that. Y'all not doing that or whatever the case is. Y'all possibly buying shit on Amazon. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not.
This is the problem. Like, y'all hearts.
They're not collectively putting their money together.
Y'all hearts be in the good place, but the logic is stupid.
Like, so Target lost $12 billion. Where do you think that $12 billion went?
Walmart.
Exactly. It went to
Amazon.
Other non-black businesses.
Best Buy.
So they not really proving a point.
And that's the problem I see now. I seen something. I forgot what I was reading. I seen a video today, and it was like, yeah, we have all the power to do that, but then we go to another place that is owned by the same people.
Yeah,
and even if not, Target is only canceled temporarily. Like
right.
it's a little bit of time that you're moving like that, and then eventually you just fall off the face of the earth, and it's like
eventually you're gonna go back because Target is convenient. It's what I'm saying?
You're gonna forget, and you're gonna go right back, and it's like, damn, no, we gotta kind of have a mentality like, nah, you did it, you're done. You played it on our face, you're done, and it's not more so a thing where it's like you did it, and you're gonna pay for it. It's like, no, we're gonna take a little time, gonna throw some little sale, and y'all gonna come running back trifold. And I wish we kind of.
But we don't have no unity, so that's the problem. Just like how in Texas they're making a Muslim city, 400 acres. Wow. They're making a Muslim city. They're gonna govern themselves and all that.
How is that even like constitutional? Like, how does that work?
If you buy the land, you could make your own shit. Apparently, because they got approval from everybody. They got local leaders involved and shit like that. I mean,
when you put religion on top of things, they kind of have to be a little careful. Can't just say this is black town.
But they have, for the most part, Muslims stick together or whatever the case is, and we don't have that type of leadership. Or
is it possible to have that kind of leadership? I don't think it's possible. I don't think any black man gonna see the next black man and say, I want to follow that black man. It's like, nah, fuck that nigga. I'm a black man too. I could do it.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah. How do we
the strength in numbers.
How do we fix that? For us all to know,
because too many of our so-called leaders or peers fucked it up by scamming or doing dumb shit or corruption, shit like that. So when you see niggas with the typical pyramid scheme setups or whatever, like why would you put your faith in these people? You see what I'm saying? Like, even with the real estate stuff that DJ Envy and Caesar Pena was doing, shit like that, like little dumb shit like that.
Envy really survived that shit with flying colors.
So I mean, I don't think it's done, but so far, yeah.
But she's good.
But I'm just saying, like, using examples like that, like that's even with Earn Your Leisure is whatever it is. It is what it is. But at the same time, you can't really put your faith in these people because of what their backstory is.
Niggas gonna nigga. And somebody said it. I think Mason Cam said, yo, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I don't be mad. Like, they're like, oh, why LeBron keep interviewing white niggas like Redick and Nash and whatever. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a nigga and I got enough money not be around niggas. I don't want to talk to niggas because niggas do nigga shit.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I'm like, you got a fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, how do we change that though? Can we change that though?
Yeah, like people had a problem with him, doing an interview with Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And it's just like,
I get it, but then again, it's like everything can't be so serial racist. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, Stephen A, you came on the hottest thing right after Stephen A shit. And, it's like, I mean, I guess, but
there is also some credence because just like how Cardi B doesn't do black media.
But for real, I didn't notice that.
Can you think of a podcast that she's been on?
Like recently in the last 5 years, no.
Exactly. Same thing with Drake. He don't.
They probably
he don't
played in his face.
Drake don't necessarily do black media either.
I think they might have played in Cardi's face though. I think that's her reason.
All black media. There's people that's Cardi Hive and all that. Barty Gang, whatever she calls her tribe.
I feel like with Cardi, she might have her reasons. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else. Drake, I don't know, because I think everybody stands him. So, but I feel like it just get to a point. Somebody said that too, that we build them up and then they leave us alone. It's like, for extent, like we built up Michael Jordan and a couple of people, and it's like he's not really for like he legit have all the memes that say fuck niggas. You know, shout out Chamillionaire.
It's fuck them kids.
No, he said fuck them niggas and fuck them kids.
Oh yeah,
trust me. Chamillionaire, whatever that nigga got, Chamillionaire. He always talks about how Jordan shit on his chest because he didn't want to speak to no niggas. It was like, damn. But I can't lie. It's sometimes you ever had like a really good white friend? Like a really good white friend. A really good white friend is a good friend to have. You know that?
Yes. Yeah.
It's very good to have.
Yeah. One changed the trajectory of my life. Actually. Yeah.
Wow. How?
Yeah.
Do tell.
And he was.
I'm gonna put on the Uber hat for that.
Jewish.
How did he do that? Oh, the same one you told me about.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to see.
And I was very skeptical of him too. I was just like,
of course, you're always on your toes when it comes to the masters.
No, it's just the stereotypical thing, like that we hear about white people are trying to separate the black man and all this. All this woke bullshit that they try to pump to us.
It's half true.
But in this particular instance, he dropped some knowledge to me and it helped me or whatever.
He said a little nigga on the corner said, "I like that one. I'm gonna look out for him."
Yeah, and we bonded over some creep shit too.
Some you know what?
We was talking about women.
Of course, when you say creep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and so we bonded off of that, and then it led to some money shit and business stuff and whatever.
That's how real men.
It helped me. Yeah,
that's how real men build long-lasting relationships.
Yeah, so I don't really get that showed me a different side, and it wasn't as predatory as I thought. I had premonitions of
him being like a creep.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Understood.
But he changed that. I'm not saying all of them are, whatever, but.
Speaking of little hats, last week we spoke about Kanye's tweets. Did you see Kanye's interview?
Bro, I can't do it. I'm trying to ignore this. I'm trying to ignore this part of Kanye.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That interview was good, yo.
I've never sat through it.
Why? Because he had on a black KKK mask?
I never sat through an Akademiks interview and said, "Yo, that's good."
It was good.
No.
The thing about it,
the nigga has on a fucking KKK robe, bro.
You see niggas wear kilts.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
nothing wrong with niggas wearing skirts, but they wearing a black KKK.
No, Sean's Irish, so I would never have a problem with that. That's a part of his tradition. We just celebrated St. Patrick's Day.
You know what?
That's his tradition. I don't like.
Let me tell you something. End of the day, the man has a very keen sense of getting attention.
Mm-hmm.
And when he explains why he does certain things after the viral clips, it makes sense. Like he does certain things because he's like, yo, they make money off our pain.
Yeah.
I tell you what hurts me and then you use it against me. I know this hurts you, so I use it against you. Y'all can't control anything I got going on. Everything is to me now. So I'm doing this. And like how he broke shit down with it's a lot of details. It was a really but like when he was doing the math, I wasn't really watching it. I was just listening to it.
Yeah.
Maybe that helps, but I don't think that nigga is crazy. I think he's brave. I don't think he's crazy. Mm-hmm. He has a purpose. He has a mission. He's doing something. But like I say to people, think about it. If you have a child, they're not going to understand your workload. If you work a difficult job and somebody works an easy job, they're not going to understand your workload. If you're a creative or have your own business, somebody who never had a business won't understand your workload. The nigga's a billionaire. A free billionaire that owns his name. His life is different. You will never understand his life exactly. So I never sit here and go champion it, but I'm like, I can't judge things I can't understand because there's a lot of things I got to a certain age that I could understand later on. Like when I used to be close to a brand that I used to work with, but they wouldn't let me design. It wasn't until I got my own brand. I'm like, no nigga could go off the street and ask me to design for my brand. That's crazy. But I didn't see that's crazy then because I didn't understand. So that's my last Kanye cape. But I'm just saying.
Me personally, I don't agree with him being so upfront. We could.
So what do you think he should do?
We could talk behind the scenes. You could
But
play
what
the
is that-
game
but
as
what-
long as possible, and you could also put people in power,
But like who?
his peers or whoever's underneath him,
He's trying to
whoever's
say
giving
they
him.
all he really broke it down. He said, yo, listen, I had beef with a company, and then they went behind my back, and he just said, the 5 closest people next to him are all signed to Nike. If you want to be technical.
Mhm.
Same thing with Lou. Everything he ever has something to do with, Adidas, Nike, and Louis. Anybody he ever did business with that played in his face, he said, everybody that's on Nike sat at tables with me. And when my back is turned, they did handshake deals. And once I was out the picture, they all got a deal. He said, they can't get back next to me. All right, so Skims is there. They got Jerry. They got Virgil. They got Don C. And he broke it down. It's like, he said, I changed niggas' life. He said, you ain't got to agree with me, but don't shit on me. Like, he shitted on John Legend like 100 times. He's like, I changed that nigga whole family life. You could just say, I'm not going to talk about him. Like, and I felt that because there's time we can just plead the fifth. Like, all right, son is bugging, let him bug out.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to go. So what my political views got to do with you? And technically, that's a good point. Because
I do. At that point, I do agree.
because think about it. Like, half of us didn't want Kamala to win. And you still with your bitch, you know? She wanted Kamala to win, but y'all still fucking. So let Ye rock because he fuck with Big Trump. But, I mean, to each his own. Besides the politics, though, today we were supposed to have a guest. What happened to your guest, Wiz?
She ain't know how to do the PDF file. So,
yo, how much you think it costs to make a PDF?
you can make ChatGPT do the PDF for free.
Yo, Jim Jones. You know what? Damn, I can't even do that. It's political.
Yes, you can.
Like,
Yes, you can. Go ahead. I'll do it.
All right, you do it.
All right, Jomo, come on. Listen, the man did you a favor.
A $2 million favor.
$2 million favor, whatever the crypto meeting or whatever it is. You can get one of your young boys,
YNs,
young niggas, to come up with a PDF file of some, whatever the new fashion trends are.
Put the little nigga on Instagram for 2 days, screenshot, put together a PDF.
Yeah, just go to the People's Gallery Instagram. Just show them that. Like, that's what people are wearing and shit.
That nigga, like, come on, bro. Like, he not wrong about that.
Yeah.
He said, for $2 million, you can get an assistant to make you a P. You could have called me, Jim.
But my thing is, why is Kanye asking Jim, of all people, for fashion advice?
Because he wanted to know what the YNs was wearing. And Jim is the oldest YN.
I'm not in the fashion industry, but I'm never going to Jim Jones for fashion advice.
I'm not going to lie. The way the fashion industry is right now is very weird. But Jim is probably like the head of a certain lane. Because no one's that relevant or cares that much. Anybody that's fashionable, like, you could say Cam is fashionable, he don't care about what's going on. Jim is still in the trenches, but he can go here. He could be with Kanye, then he could be on 125th in the same day. Nobody else has that range right now. So he's like, he basically said, I'm not on the ground, so I need somebody on the ground because he wants to see, he sees the energy that's in New York, and he's like, let me tap in. Like, the big belts is coming back, the Pradas and all that shit. So he's like, I just want to see for reference, because somebody could tell me that that's it, but they are far away. You're in it. Even Ice Spice can't tell him. Jim is in it. So he's like, let me just, I understand it, but
also maybe it's on some nigga. You crazy right now? Like, I'm not even
for $2 million. You would have did it.
Yeah, of course I would have did it.
But
But
I don't know,
I'm not in a position that Jim Jones in. Maybe Jim Jones don't want to be associated with no swastikas and shit like that. I'm pretty sure Jim got a few Jew niggas on his team.
Oh, so the chat asked a question. Like, we are not YNs. What are we?
Owens.
What's Owens?
Old niggas.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe like
or MNs, middle-aged niggas. I don't
no,
know.
it's funny. I had a couple. Somebody called me an OG one time. I was
yes.
nah.
Yeah,
bro.
I got hit with that.
Nigga called me. All right, one.
I got hit with that recently.
Three things I've been called.
Unk?
I don't like being called.
Unk?
Wait, don't call me no fucking OG. Unc is a little disrespectful. And the number one thing not to call Mugzy is
JJ.
big bro.
No.
Do not call me no fucking big bro, especially if you're older than me. Look at me. You do not call me big bro ever again. I'm not your big bro. You're older than me. You're born in 1980. Don't call me big bro. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're old. If you're older than me, it's either your grandpa or you my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm not calling you big bro.
Yeah, I be training the young niggas at work, pause. Like when they come into the job and shit. And you know, we be chopping it up. I be teaching them how to drive and stuff like that. The lay of the land or whatever. And they ask me just like, yo, yeah, so how old are you? You like you like 20 something, right? I'm like,
nah, try again.
They're like, how old are you? So I tell them my age. They're like,
nah.
Damn, OG. I'm like, nah.
Yo, why is it such a bad thing to get older? Like, you survived. Like, why does it feel so, like,
it's not
like you're so ripe?
It's not necessarily a bad thing. They just surprised by, I guess.
You made it that long? Nah, it's funny because that happened to me. I was in the gym, and these young niggas just get tired and be smoked out and just be done. And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
And nigga talking about, yeah, I'm getting old, man. I'm about to be 25. I'm like, damn.
I wish.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. He's like,
if I could turn back the hands of time.
So niggas trolled me, and niggas was like, yeah, you're not even that old. You 30 yet? 30 yet? Like, what, nigga? Like, nigga, I'm about to.
Right.
And I'm like, somebody asked me my age. I told him, they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm old enough to fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Little man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you lock the door behind you. Tell your son to go to the store. Like, it's dangerous. So I don't know. You ever met like somebody that's like cool with you and you know their mother first? I got like 2 or 3 like that. And it's kind of scary. Like, I know your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was at Starbucks one day and like this out by Truman.
You was getting a matcha latte?
I'm not one of them fancy bitches.
So what the fuck was you getting at Starbucks?
I was getting a mango dragon fruit lemonade.
Nice.
Should have got it from Freckles instead. It's cheaper though, with real lemons. But we'll keep. It's not an ad, but it could be. But nah, this little nigga walks up to me and is shiesty on like, yo,
I have a shiesty story, by the way. Continue.
You're Mugzy Mcfly. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I heard about you from my mother. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, that happened with that mail lady too, but we ain't gonna get to that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, go back to the shiesty story.
Nah, yeah, so I was coming from the gym. This is late at night or whatever. Leaving.
You sure you was at the gym or you was working out?
Both. But now I was leaving the gym, and as I'm on my way home, I see 2 YNs with a shiesty on approaching me. And I'm like, here we go. And I'm thinking, oh, I ain't got nothing to worry. I ain't got shit on me anyway. Like, if they rob me, they're going to be very disappointed.
Damn, I'm wasting my time.
Right, yeah. So they approach me or whatever the case is, and one of them extends their hand and says, what's good, bro? Right? So I'm just like, all right, clearly I must know this nigga. So I give him a pound. And my dumb ass say, long time no see. Mind you, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is.
Nigga just has preset replies.
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm just like, long time no see, bro. I just gave him a pound,
You're
kept
bugging.
it moving. And I'm turning around because I'm just waiting for a rock to be knocked up beside my head or something. But now, yeah, they kept it moving. Apparently they knew me or some shit. I don't know.
Nah, you know, be telling me when
they gotta get these shiesties off, bro. It's about to be summer and we still gonna see them wearing them.
It's funny because like by the studio, it's kind of like I don't know, Trump got some more cleaning up to do because there be like some K2 heads around here. And like niggas be walking by and they look at me like they know me. And then they kind of do like a certain like thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realize, then if you do it back and they start walking towards you, they about to ask you for change. I don't know if you ever seen that.
They about to ask you for the pack, nigga.
They ask you for change. Nigga said.
They ain't change they asking you for.
They mean say, yo.
They want to know. They want to know if you serving.
This is how it goes. This is going. Head. And it's the hand like this. You see this hand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, sir, I gotta ask you a question. Nah. It's like, nah, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you gotta, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, don't ask me for change, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, I seen one of my mans like, damn. I see one of my mans in front of Gold Star asking for change one day. I was like, yo, this ain't it. What's going on? It's
on 241st?
No, Gold Star, 219.
Oh.
Right? That was like pandemic times. But it's been scary. You did ask me a question.
You talking about homeboy that be wearing your clothes?
No, not him. He never asked me. He still has pride.
Okay.
He don't ask me for change, but I know he does ask me for change.
That's crazy.
Because he got that outfit that week and they wore it for like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, sale is a sale though, bro. He paid full price, so shout out to him. But you did mention something to me. Do you do favors in the hopes of getting it returned or for a favor in the future? Or do you just do favors out the kindness of your heart?
You think that's why Kanye did the $2 million deal with Jim Jones? Like, he did it as a favor so he can get a favor in return?
Actually, Kanye said that he kind of tricked him because he didn't know he was going to do it. He found out. Like, he thought Jim was doing him a favor and found out Jim was doing himself a favor. He's like, yo, I'm going to make you talk to somebody. But somebody was basically sending Jim Jones on a mission to get Kanye, and they paid him for it. So it's like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with a barter system.
Yeah.
You go favor for favor, pause. I don't think there's nothing
but
wrong with
not
that.
everybody in your ecosystem has the capacity to give you a favor. You think everybody you're close to has some type of value that you can, capitalize off?
Yes, not in the same manner, but there's always ways, and you can figure something out along
I agree, but do you think, like, for the most part...
I got somebody recently reservations for Tatiana's.
Shout out, sis.
And I told her, I said, you owe me. I don't know what you owe me.
Owe me some...
No,
you can't.
No, not this particular person.
Not this one.
But
that's so nasty. I'm sorry.
But I told her, I said, yo, you owe me a favor. I don't know what the favor is.
She's gonna give you a bitch.
I don't know what the favor is.
She got
but
good bitches.
I know.
Yeah,
but
yo, shout out you.
I wasn't, and the funny thing is, I wasn't even talking about that type of favor too.
No, but I will say that I do favors out the kindness of my heart, but I've learned that you shouldn't really be around people or be available to people that can't give it back, but you don't do it for it. So like, if like you type of guys don't ask him, but you could ask Wiz to borrow money. Because he's the type of guy, that would let it to you. Because he's just, sorry.
Because I'm Poppy Show.
Because he's a yamhead. So he'll let it to you. But at the same time, I feel like he should not have people that's accessible to him that wouldn't be able to do the same for him. Like, for the most part, you my mans. If Wiz asks me for money, I know Wiz needs it. So I'm like, yeah. Like, I've had niggas I know. There's a few niggas that could ask me, like, yo, I got you back. Yeah, I know you got a good job. I know you a real nigga. I know you ain't gonna disappear. Go ahead. Or I have it enough that I lend it to you and it's not something I'm thinking about getting back. It's cool. But I don't think you should have those type of weaknesses in your circle at all. You shouldn't necessarily look for the favor back, but it's like, or you should just have everybody should have the best, like, for you in charge. Like, all right, Sam helps me with some content. I'll get invited to Bernice's birthday party and he could pull up. Why not? I think that's fair. Right, Sam?
That's a favor that will come back to bite you in the ass, though.
Or bite her in the ass.
Yes, but if you invite Sam, it's going to be problems and allegations.
Allegations?
Yes, and jail time, possibly.
So I shouldn't invite him.
No.
Right.
Invite me.
All right, I invite you.
Thank you.
Or why if I invite you both and you just watch Sam?
I'm not watching Sam. I'm be watching Bernice. I'm not watching Sam.
Next week, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that's actually time. Oh yeah, I might.
What's next week?
No, I'm thinking. I think her party is in. Yeah,
what kind of party is she doing?
This is not public information, but she's doing a roller skate party. It's on 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from today, so we're gonna have to.
The spot in Brooklyn.
She didn't tell me which one yet. I guess she didn't want me to leak it. So I can't leak it, guys. Don't worry about it. So right after the pod in 2 weeks, I'm just going there. So yeah. Let's get a little bit further into the friend conversation. So, have you ever given advice, business or relationship advice or anything to someone and they don't use it when you give it to them, but eventually recycle your shit?
Yeah, and that's
How you feel about that?
I feel used, betrayed, bamboozled, hoodwinked. Hoodwinked is crazy.
Hoodwinked is such a disgusting term.
But
wait, you know what? Hoodwinked is disgusting.
Hoodwinked.
Sounds kind of kinky. I don't know.
I'm hoping for the best.
What happened? When's the last time this happened to you?
It was recent.
Tell me what happened.
We had a discussion. So
Without saying names.
Two friends had a falling out.
Okay.
One is in a
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, Adam and Eve. Yes. So two friends had a falling out. One has the capabilities of helping the other friend out.
Adam could help Eve.
Yes, and they were in a bind.
Okay.
I tried to reconcile the differences.
Okay.
Eve wasn't with it.
Oh, okay.
And an idea was pitched.
Okay.
Right. She didn't necessarily approve of the idea. She didn't think that it was in her realm.
Like, this don't help me.
Yeah. Or whatever. So she dismissed it completely.
Threw it out the window.
Or whatever. And fast forward a couple months, the idea comes through tuition. Like she,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So now I'm just like,
I swore I told you to do this shit.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's how it go.
But I mean, I've learned that it is like, especially with women, for the most part, I feel like you gotta let your woman think it was her idea. Mm-hmm. And then there is like an egotistical thing with men as well. Well, I've even learned that sometimes when I get advice, everybody does critique so much, everybody got an opinion. It's like, take away who the person is and just look at it for what it is. And if it doesn't align with what you think, then yeah, but some people don't want to give credit. It's like,
right.
Nigga, like, you gonna think you get, like, I know people that don't want to work with me just because they think I'm gonna go around and tell everybody like I help them. And it's like, you rather have zero than come me help you, and now I got a little bit of credit that I'm not asking for. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's weird, but I don't know. What about, like, are you the type of person, do you have that kind of ego? Does it bother you, like, if someone gives you advice that you won't take it just because it came from somebody else?
No, I'm open to any type of advice or guidance or leadership that you could give me, because obviously if you're giving advice, I'm assuming you're talking from a place of either privilege or knowledge. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. And if you could provide that for me, and if it seems plausible, then yeah, of course I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna be like, oh nah, just because so-and-so told me this, that I'm not gonna do it because I don't want him to think I'm his son or whatever the case is. Like, nah, I wouldn't never do that. Mm-mm.
Good luck on that.
Have you ever been in a position where somebody would, these eyes on this mannequin is creeping me the fuck out? But I'm sorry. But but have you been, since you around a lot of creatives and shit like that, has that situation happened to you? Like, you give somebody an idea, they be like, oh nah, I'm not gonna do that, and then years down the line they,
it's funny,
take it or run with it.
It's funny because the creative world is a little bit actually worse. It's actually hyper ego. And I believe with me, because like, you kind of remind me of that. You tell me this every once in a while that, niggas don't want to fuck with you because like you seen as a top dog and I did it the longest. So for the most part, regardless of whatever successes they have, they still have like this history of me that they don't want to like, take my advice or give me any credit with anything. So I don't outstretch my hand for help. Like, I had a designer come to me and I liked all the stuff he was doing, and he was like, oh yeah, I seen what you did there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna catch up to you because, we got a secret rivalry. And I'm like, I never thought I had a rivalry with you. Like, you had that in your own head, boy. Like, what? Mm-hmm. Then it started making me look different. Like, wait a minute. Oh, you felt this way this whole time. Mm-hmm. And then I actually had another one of my friends tell me, like, he bought the same machine I got because he didn't want to keep coming to me to make stuff. And then the machine broke on him.
But I don't, so that instance, I don't think that's necessarily bad.
Which part?
They bought the same machine. I don't consider that. I wouldn't consider that a rivalry. That sounds like it's actually a good business move. I mean, it didn't work in his favor.
No, I feel like, because like at this, well, yeah, I wouldn't say that it was the same thing as the rivalry thing, because I feel like before you did that, we could have built up to the point where you understood what was going on.
Or y'all could have had two machines and worked together.
Yeah, I think that would have been better, because like I've had that before. I had this studio. I had ideas to have a place where a creative hub with me and a couple of my friends, and then they end up doing it after the fact. And it's like, y'all been trying to do this. There's a lot of things that I come up with first, and it's like, I've learned that the first Indian over the hill gets all the arrows, because you're not going to appreciate it the first go. Like, I know Crocs is looking around like, damn, all y'all niggas going to make shoes like this when I started it, and they have all right to do it, but they might not be the best selling, because, fashion is fashion. But I get it, but in the creative realm, it's so much deeper, because everybody, I feel like we're in a time where everything is clout culture. So like, I'm not the type of even though like I'm flamboyant, I'm loud with like my energy and my voice and everything. I'm not allowed to be like, yeah, I gave Wiz all them ideas. He got my sneakers on. I printed that shit. I did. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just loud without asking for credit because I've done so much. But there's people that need it. Like, if I designed your shit and you posted it, I'm not gonna post it and say designed by Mugzy. That's not my bop. If I make a clothes, I'll repost you and then put the link so people can buy it because that's my thing. But if you started your own brand, I'm not putting it up to do that. I'm not doing it. But there's people that legit, they have to get their credit on everything. Like I had two friends of mine's collab, and one was bigger than the other, and she was mad because she's like, every time people post you, they only tag you, they don't tag me, and we both made that stuff. You should tell everybody that posts to tag me too. It's like, that's out of my reach. Like, you're dragging, you got paid for this. Like, leave it alone. So it's weird, but for me, I kind of try to treat it like art. Like, I'm just trying to do the best. So fuck all the credit and all the other shit, but we live in this clout culture that it makes it very difficult. So, and look, some rocking in the chat talking about, let's talk about all the ideas I gave you and you never gave me no credit for. The ideas you gave me, I would have went to jail, Rock. So.
That's Randall?
Yes.
Oh.
See? Everybody knew who we talking about. Yeah, immediately. What ideas Rock gave you? Exactly.
All great stuff.
All great ideas, right?
Yes. Positive, inspirational black brother.
You got everybody gift cards for Christmas.
Filthy.
All right. Before we leave, I want to know.
Yes.
Your 3 spiciest questions you was gonna ask our guests. We were supposed to have
Nah, she coming. We gotta save that. Gotta save it. She gonna come. Yeah, she gonna come.
She fucking lucky.
Possibility is a possibility. She gonna come.
All right, if she don't come within this month, I need to know them questions.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll let you cook. But with that said, it's late. I need to text.
When we gonna get Randall up here?
Yo, Randall, call my phone. What's name speak to you?
Yeah, I haven't speak to this man in such a long time.
FaceTime me right now, Randall. I know you see this. All right.